And here is that we wanna work on some fractions, so we wanna be adding fractions that have the same denominator. Alright, so for example, we have this one. We're looking at 5/8 plus 2/8. Now, because we are actually dealing with the same denominator here, then what we could do is just simply work on the numerator. So definitely it's from the same whole, so we're going to be having 8 as a denominator there, and then we're going to be adding the 5 plus the 2, and that's going to give us, so we have 5 plus 2, and this is going to give us 7/8. all right, so that's for that. It does not get harder than that. The moment we're adding the same denominators, all we have to do is to work on the numerators, because we're operating from the same whole. All right, look at this. We have 612 plus 212. 612 plus 212. We're from the same whole, so it's going to be out of 12. And then we're talking about adding 6 plus 2, and then we're looking at 8 out of 12. And then if we want to cancel down this, that's a different thing. So 4 into the 8 goes 2 times, and 4 into the 12, that's 3 times. So what we're looking at is 2/3. Let's do another one. We're dealing with 11/14 plus 1/14. Again, this will be out of 14 because we have the same denominators here. Therefore, we're looking at adding 11 plus 1, and this is going to give us 12 out of 14. We could cancel on this by dividing through by 2, and we're looking at 6. Hold on, let me fix that. We're looking at 6. All right, we're looking at 6 over 7. All right, for that one. So the bottom line is, how do we add fractions with the same denominator? All right, so what you could do, you could pause right now and work this one out. Also, you could pause to work this one out and that one out. All right, so let's see what you got. You would have gotten here 5 over 24. This you would have gotten 12 over 20. And if you want to cancel on this, maybe using 4, you get 3/5. This one you would have 15 over 16. All right, so there you have it. When we are adding fractions with the same denominator, what if we have the cases when the denominator is different? For example, like this case here, when we're looking at 2/4 plus 1/2. In a case like this, what we want to do is to find what is called the LCM. The LCM is the lowest common multiple between the denominators. So let us highlight the denominators that we have. We have a 4, we have a 2. So what we want to do is to find an LCM. If you don't know your timetable, then you could list the LCMs out. For example, we could list the multiples of 2. So it's 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, and it goes on like that. The multiples of 4 are 4, 8, 12, 16, and that's like knowing your 2 times and your 4 times. So we're looking for a common multiple here, and you could see we'll find a number of common multiples, but the smallest one is 4. So we're going to be using 4 right now. So we could draw a line, have the 4 there. The procedure is that we're going to divide. So 4 into itself goes 1 time. We multiply that 1 times 2, we get 2. This 2 here into the 4 is 2 times. Multiply the 2 by 1, we get 2. We're adding, so we end up with 2 plus 2, and that is going to give us 4 over 4. And 4 over 4, if you cancel down by 4, you do get 1 whole. So this is 1. So when we have different denominators, we need to find the LCM. The LCM just now was 4. It means the lowest common multiple between those two numbers for the denominators. Now let us go for this other one here. you could see that we have two different denominators. We have a 3, we have a 4. Let us go for the common multiple and then the lowest one. So the multiples are as follows. So we're looking at 3, looking at 4. What is your 3 times? 3, 6, 9, 12, 15, and it goes on. Your 4 times, we're talking about 4, 8, 12, 16. But the moment I see a number that repeats, for example, I'm seeing 12 and I'm seeing 12, I mean 12 is going to be my LCM. So my LCM is 12. In other words, the lowest common multiple for 3 and 4 is a 12. So 12 is going to be used to solve my problem. I'm going to put my LCM here, which is my 12. What I'm going to do though is to divide the denominators into the LCM. So it's going to be 3 into the 12, and that's going to be 4 times. So 4 times 2, that's going to give me 8. The 4 into the 12, that's 3 times. So 3 times the 3, and that is going to give me 9. Let's add these together. 8 plus 9, and that's 17, 12. If you don't like the improper fraction, then it's going to be 1 time a remainder 5 over 12. Alright, so let us look at another one. Alright, so let us see what goes on. We're dealing with 3/4 plus 4/6. Again, the denominators are different. There is a 4, there is a 6. What we want to do is to find the LCM of the 4 and the 6. What is the common multiple between these two numbers? So we want to look at these multiples of 4, 4, then 8, and then 12, then 16, and we could stop. Multiples of 6, 6, 12, 18. But I do realize that I have the 12 repeating already, which means that 12 is the common multiple between these two numbers. So my LCM is 12. What I'm going to do is just to draw my line here, have my 12 there. So 4 into the 12, that's 3 times. 3 times 3, that's 9. 6 into the 12, that's 2 times. 2 times 4, that's 8. And then we end up getting 17 over 12, which is the same thing as 1 and 5 over 12. All right. Let's look at this last one here. Now, by now you should see that 12 could work for 4 and 12. So 12 into the 4, 12 into itself, should say, was 1 time. 1 times 2, 2. 4 into the 12, and that is 3 times. 3 times 1, that is 3. We're adding. 2 plus 3, that's 5 over the 12. And there you have it. Adding fractions that are the same denominator as well as adding fractions that are different denominator.